Hey, welcome back to Five Lakes Garage, and today we're going to solve one of my big problems that I have right now. As many of you already know, that I am the Scoutmaster over at Troop 75. Some people that don't know, I'm also the AOL Den Leader for Pack 75. Now, I have two scouts that are getting ready to cross over, and what I've done in the past is actually build something to give to them as a memento of their time in the pack. Alright, so last time when Corbin went through, this is basically what I built. A scout is thrifty, so always think about that. So what I had was some leftover hardwood floors. Yeah, so it's solid oak. And basically I glued it together. We put it on the router, just kind of cleaned it up. And my buddy Jose and his wife Lane hooked me up with the lettering and the stenciling. And I'm hoping they can do it again. Also, whoops, built them an arrow. The arrow, you know, it has significance in scouting. Being that it's pointed, it's long and straight, it's got feathers to go straight. And also the feathers down here, each color represents a different den. So Corbin started as a tiger, went all the way up to Arrow of Light, so he has all the feathers. Some of the other one that started maybe in wolf or something like that didn't get all the feathers, but they did get some. Just signifies what they did in the pack. Now, here's my problem. It's always got problems. I don't have any more hardwood floor. So we're going to have to improvise and make it a little bit better. Let me show you what we're going to use. Come with me. Alright, instead of using an oak hardwood floor, well, I just tripped myself and just use a giant oak log. So my plan here is to actually take the chainsaw, cut it here, cut it here. That should give me enough length. And then I'm going to cut it this way, and then this way, because I need two boards. So anyway, so once I get that cut, I'm going to take it upstairs. We're going to machine it down and make boards out of it. I hope. Never done this before, so we're going to figure it out. So I'm going to take my chainsaw, which is the Steel Farm Boss, and we're going to go ahead and whack this up. Enjoy the wood chips, because it's going to be all up in my shorts. Alright, so now we have slabs. So we're going to take these guys upstairs and see what we can do with it. I'm hoping it does not crack too bad. I do see one crack coming down here, but we'll see. I don't know. This thing had knots all over the darn place. Doesn't do great for your saw blade, but hey, we'll sharpen it. Anyway, let's get these guys upstairs and start planing them down. Maybe I can break something else. Alright, we're back up inside the shop, and I got my big ginormous planks. Now I've already ran it through a couple times on the old planer here, and we're actually getting it all shaved down so it'll actually be flat. Now I would have to say I kind of goofed a little bit. I was a little nervous on how I was actually going to be able to handle the chainsaw with the knots and all the other crap that's in there. That's a huge slab of oak. So anyway, we're going to get it a little bit smaller. We're going to use the planer. This is some very wet, very dense stuff. Don't go too fast on it, because you're just going to tear your blades all to pieces. I already have a couple of scuffs for the with the blade, but should be enough to actually get this guy done. And if I get them dull, I know where to go. Hello, Mr. Jerry. He's got a sharpener. I'm going to do a whole video on that one, because that thing's a nice setup. So anyway, I'm going to rip these guys through. As soon as I find my headphones and my giggles, and go ahead and keep rolling. Let's go. I would say cut your boards a little bit smaller. That was a little excessive. But we are down to a little less than 1-inch planks. The main reason why I actually kept going was going to have them a little bit thicker, but I figured I was going to have a problem, especially with this one, because of all the cracks that are in it. I'm going to try to put some glue in there to try to strengthen it up, to try to keep it from actually breaking, because the worst thing I want to do is have the kid, give it to the kid, hey, congratulations on all your hard work, and then it breaks. That would suck. So what I might have to do is actually put a backing board up here. I'm going to put some glue in there, let it sit overnight, put it through the planer again just to make sure it's nice and smooth, and see how it actually works. skeptic. I'm gonna have to put a piece of plywood on the back of it just to make sure it doesn't fall apart, and then just machine everything down to where it, you know, maybe hit it through the planer again to actually make it a little bit thinner. But now, I was kind of hoping to go with the actual rough cut. Hey, this is a actual log and have your stuff in there, but I think I might just put it on the table saw, make it a rectangle, and then we'll be able to center everything up. So let's go over to the table saw, which is full of chisels. Gotta clean that up first. Hey, little quick tip: when you're working with hardwoods, make sure you have a well ventilated area. Gotta turn the fan on and get some of this sawdust out of here because it's very fine. But hey, check it out. So I did put it on the table saw and made them both exactly the same size. Now this actually cleaned up both sides, and then I cut it with a chainsaw. You know, what do you want here? So what we're going to do now is actually line it up as best we can, and then we're going to hit it on the chop saw here, or the miter saw, and actually clean up the edges as well. Stick it on the router and go all the way around. But it's kind of hard to router when you got all this garbage there. So anyway, some of this stuff here I'm hoping to save because it gives it character, but we'll see. Alright, so I found my glue. I just used this, the Ultimate Wood Glue, waterproof exterior. And no, they are not a sponsor. So anyway, I just kind of globbed it up here, and then I'm going to use my fingers to really get it down in those cracks. And that crack there is huge. So I'll be using a lot of it there. Now, if this is a new bottle, when you're doing this, you want it to soak right into those cracks. So a new bottle is very loose. And don't glue your boards together. Oh, I'm so funny. Alright, we're going to go ahead and let this thing dry for a little bit. I might hit a couple of coats up here just to make sure that it soaks all the way in. Because like I said, I don't want these things to be broken when they're actually giving it to the kids. So, I'm going to go get some dinner. And we'll see you guys later. Hopefully by then this will be dry enough so I can put another coat on. Well, I figured I'll change shirts because this kind of matches what I'm doing. A little bit of woodworking still. But anyway, it's a new day. But hey, we got our planks. They should be ready for paint. I've sanded them down. I actually took the little router and put a little edge on the side. And then, well, let's see, I was having some issues. Only because, not really this one was the issue. So this one right here has a big old crack down the center. The more I dealt with it, the more it started kind of breaking out. I did put glue in there to try to save it, but it was a little too flimsy. And like I said before, the last thing I want is that thing to actually break when the Scout actually picks it up. So I had some oak plywood that I sacrificed for this particular project. I pretty much put a ton of glue, and I put some dumbbell weights on there just to make sure it's flat. Then I ran it through the planer a couple more times, hit it with that, and then sanded it all the way down to about 220. So what I'm going to do now is go to my daughter, Ray, which you've probably seen in the channel quite a few times, and see if she can freehand all the letters on this thing. My buddy kind of let me down a little bit. He was supposed to give me some stencils, and that didn't happen. So anyway, plan B. Always got to have a plan B. But anyway, we're going to take care of this, and we'll let you see here in a minute. Hey, man, look, it's a new day, and we're having more issues. Anyway, as you know, I kind of glued it to the backing here to try to keep it a little structural. It's starting to peel up just a little bit, but it is actually holding, which is good. Now, my stencils, I needed a plan B, but the stencils actually pulled through, so appreciate it there, Jose. But when I came home, Ray already freehanded all of the lettering, so it's got the name of the Scout and Pack 75 and all this stuff. So yeah, should be a lot better, but we're still not done. We have less than 24 hours before we have to give these things back. So it's time to polyurethane it. Hopefully this is almost the last step. Tomorrow I'll come in and actually put some hooks on there so you can actually hang the arrow, and hopefully the arrows will come in tonight. So let's polyurethane it. Let's get it up there because it's going to take a while to dry. All right, polyurethane is on. Quick tip: if you're going to use oil base, figure out how you're going to scrub out your brush. This thing was like $12. Anyway, yeah, have it on hand so you can actually get it out there. Paint thinner, whichever, whatever you got, at least have it on hand so you can actually get it. So I'll figure this one out in a second. But take a look. Let me know what you think. Bam! A little bit of polyurethane on there. I think it looks fantastic. I do thanks everybody who actually helped me out with this. The log that I got from the post. Thank you, Bob, for helping me put that on the back of the truck because there's no way I was going to lift it by myself. We had to use a tractor. Thanks to Ray for the hand work on painting it. Jose for the stencils. Mr. Rick for the arrows. This was truly a team effort, and I do appreciate it. This is just one thing that I like to do when I actually have Arrow of Light Scouts move up. Other places do something different. This is what I like to do. So hopefully the boys will like it. It is a little touch of the American Legion because this log actually came from the grounds, so they can keep it with them forever. Hopefully. As long as my polyurethane doesn't wear off. But anyway, take it easy, have fun, take a look at all the other stuff. I got a bunch of scouting stuff coming. All the stuff, scouting stuff that's already there. And we got some wood lay stuff. Hey, look, I got a brush and some polyurethane for it. So anyway, take it easy, have fun, enjoy yourself, get out there, be creative, and give back to the people that worked hard for you. And these boys worked hard for me. So catch you later.